Welcome to another wonderful
What's going
episode
on?
of Cult to Collectors. Good evening, gentlemen. As always, I am Jody with Stills in 4Ks. We have Charlie with Charlie's Cinematic Universe. Charlie, how you doing this evening?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. John holding down the whole damn thing with Low IQ Media. How are we doing, John?
Doing great. Looking forward to this
We have got
interview.
a wonderful, wonderful show tonight. We're having a giveaway tonight. We're going to talk about it first real fast. Our giveaway tonight is for the Blu-ray with digital code Steelbook for Better Off Dead. If you've never been a part of one of our giveaways before, in the chat, just kind of chime in with you want to be on the giveaway. John's going to put you on the wheel. And before our guest leaves tonight, we're going to spin that wheel. And if your name pops up, it's not good. That means you're out. So we do an elimination wheel and until we get down to our last contestant, and you win this Steelbook. And why are we giving away this Steelbook? Well, Charlie's going to tell you why, because of our amazing guest tonight. Charlie, let everybody know what's going on.
So basically, the reason why we're doing this giveaway is because we actually have Diane Franklin from the movie who played Monique, the French girl, and she's been in a plethora of other movies as well. She was one of the princesses in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. She's been in 2 Amityville horror movies and just a plethora of other projects. So without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome Diane Franklin.
Applause all around. Applause all around. Applause
Hi, everybody.
all around. Hello, hello.
How are you
Hello,
doing?
cheers.
Yeah, I was almost going to say bonjour.
How are you? Are you good?
Yeah. Oui, I'm doing very well.
Are you kicking us? We will see.
Buenos dias.
What is
How much French did you know before you did that movie?
Oh, I took French in school.
Oh, nice.
So I learned. Je m'appelle Diane. Comment ça va? Très bien. The things.
Enchanté.
But enchanté.
Jean Marpel is the only thing I remember.
Right, je m'appelle. My name is. But I really started my interest in the French language when my parents went vacationing in Quebec. And even though that's not technically French, really French, the dialect, but it blew me away the first time I heard a French background dialect. I was like, wow, Quebec dialect. I just never heard anything like that before, and it really stuck with me. So I think that's why I took French. And then when I got Better Off Dead, I worked with a coach, but of course, I actually did a film right before it where I played a French girl, so I was very comfortable speaking.
Okay.
You just wave right into it. I like that.
Yeah. Well, someone says you're a national treasure.
There you
go. That's so nice. Oh, my eyes are so tiny. Hey, thank you. That is really sweet. Thank you so much. Whoever said that. I can't see the names. It's all tiny.
Giuseppe Andrews.
Giuseppe
Andrews.
Oh,
yeah, they've been a part of this before.
Monsieur Andrew. Merci.
So I
Take
think
us back in time
question
a little
that
bit.
I want to ask.
Wait,
go ahead.
Okay, I have to. Can I just say something? I have some surprises that I'm going to bring up. So make sure that I'll have time to bring up these little surprises. 3 surprises.
We'll watch the clock.
Right.
I'll go first. I just to kind of start us, just kind of weave us into how you came into the industry. What kind of was like your first big break, whether it be TV, commercial, movie? Just kind of just introduce everybody to you.
Yes, if you don't know who I am. Okay, so those of you who have no idea who is talking to you right now. So, and it's very funny you say this because I always feel like, the actors we know and the actors we love have to do with when we were growing up and what we were watching.
Mm-hmm.
And so, teenagers today may not know who I am unless their parents told them, and then their parents grew up watching the films that I was in. And I was really very fortunate. My success hit right when the 80s came. So that was a really interesting time because, some actors, they can have their career, when they hit, it's like in one decade, but then they keep working, or I don't know. I just was really fortunate that it hit when it did. I consider myself an 80s actress, although I still am acting today. I played teenage girls, and basically the roles that were happening in the 80s were unusual because films were being made about teenagers for teenagers.
Yeah.
But I started 10 years before that, which is interesting because I always wanted to be an actress ever since I was 4 years old. I loved acting. I watched television. That's how I knew about it. My parents didn't bring me to the theater. So I didn't know that there was even theater acting. I just knew television, and I knew I wanted to be on it. And I didn't have any idea what that meant. I just loved it. And I think it was that girl, Marla Thomas, who inspired me. She played an actress on the show.
Oh, okay.
So, and her dark hair, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I write about it in my books. But basically, the deal is that I wanted to do it. And my parents were like grandparents, meaning that I came late in their life. My mom had me when she was 40. So because of that, my parents were more open to listening to me. Like, you know how grandparents are. They're like,
oh yeah,
what do you want to do? Just do it. Like they just let you, they had the time, and I have a half sister. She was grown and married by the time that I was born. So my parents took the time to hear me and listen to me and say, I said I want to be an actress, and I said it when I was 4, and I kept it going until I was 10. And then I broke the spine of it, and they took me to a manager and agent. And I started with an agent who did modeling, and I did modeling for like 2 years, and then I got an agent, a manager then who worked through an agent, and that's when I got commercials, and I did voiceover, and for commercials, and I did hand modeling, and I did soap opera, and I did actual theater, like I did a play at the McCarter Theater, and I joined all the unions, like because of my work from the age of 10 to basically 19. I really developed my professionalism, my work ethic. I knew what it was about, and I was ready to take on my role. Yeah. So when I got my first role, I had 9 years of professional experience that I could take it on, which is nice. Which I think is the most important thing, because maturity and emotional readiness for acting is somewhat even more important in a way than the talent. You have to be emotionally prepared.
Right, right.
So
that's cool. John, did you have a question?
Was Amityville the first movie you did?
No, actually. And by the way, just on the side, I forgot to mention the commercials I did were for like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Reese's peanut butter cups. I did a toilet paper one. I did an Arby's commercial. I did a Jell-O commercial, Trident Sugarless Mints. The list goes on. But anyway, so based on that, my first movie that I got when I was 19 was The Last American Virgin.
Okay.
That's the one.
Yes.
Some of you may know about it. If you don't, I'm not going to ruin it for you. I'll just tell you this. I'm a really nice person, but I don't act like it. And so when you watch this movie, you are going to hate me. And I'm going to say, watch Better Off Dead afterwards, or Bill and Ted's, because that's more of who I am. But, I'll have to say that I'm a pretty good actress to make you feel that way. So
that's right. That's right. That's all it takes right there.
Yeah.
Charlie, you had a question. I totally jumped all over in the beginning. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. I think I want to, because I don't know how many people have actually asked this question of you, but when it comes to Bill and Ted, were you ever approached to even come back for whether if it was bogus or the third one?
It was bogus. No, I'm saying. Sorry, I had to make that pun. Okay. Bill and Ted's 2, bogus.
Yes.
Kimberly and I thought we were automatically in the movie. I mean, it was the princesses.
Yeah.
The next thing we heard was you have to audition for our own parts. We actually auditioned for our own parts.
Oh, wow.
And then they said to us that the director was the one who changed his mind and wanted different princesses, which was fine if the princesses would have been Egyptian. Or, Indian.
Or an Irish woman.
Irish, or seriously, make them other characters. The fact that they were us was,
yeah.
I think it mind boggled everyone. Like the audience, us, we were like, no, this isn't funny. This is insulting. What if you had a different Bill and Ted? Like, not okay.
Right.
So,
Well, it's like the Never-Ending Story. They had a different Sebastian each movie.
Yeah.
and you're going, what? I don't know. So my suspicion, something went on that we didn't know about. To this day, it's not confirmed what the deal is. I know that they asked me to do it, and I think they originally said, oh, there was a scheduling problem, like I couldn't make it the day. But on the other hand, I would have changed it. It was just a mess. So I don't even understand. Like, it was, who knows? Who knows what happened? All I can say is that was Bill and Ted's 2. Then Bill and Ted's 3. 3's a charm, we thought. Oh, Kimberly and I were like, we will fly on our own dime.
Yes.
Be in this movie.
It would have been a good save.
Because of the fans. I mean, seriously, the fans want to see the princesses back. It's not
perfect reunion.
Right? Like, we thought maybe it was just a hiccup for the second one. And maybe the third one, it would be a nice nod.
Yeah.
To the generation who saw the first one. It's a nod. And it was a series of maybe. And I think the intention all the time was no. And who made that call? I wouldn't even touch that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch that.
Well, being a Bill and Ted.
But we're not going to even touch that. So all I can say is that the fans, when they saw the movie, I'll say this. When we were up for it and all the fans were like, I really want you to be in it. I want you to be in it. That to us made Kimberly and I feel so loved.
Yeah.
And so like we really mattered.
Oh,
and I promoted their movie. I promoted it. I helped them, I said, let's be excellent to each other. Let's not hold a grudge. Let's be most triumphant. I knew that, it would be more beneficial for me to be the princess than to be the ex-princess. Okay.
Yeah.
Where, the ex-wife badmouths the new princess. No, all princesses were all stellar. We all did a great job. I feel for all of us, so my only hope is now one day we all get together and do the ultimate convention of princesses.
That would be cool.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Like be at a Comic-Con.
Yeah. Let's all be most triumphant and show up at Bill and Ted's. Perhaps the boys can show up too, and we could have a big old Bill and Ted with all their babes.
That'd be awesome. I would definitely watch that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, what's the first surprise you have for us? Let's go ahead and you got 3 of them. So let's.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first thing I just wanted to say, which is pretty funny. So one of the things I do is, as a collector, I'm probably going to be, I had an idea, which would be kind of fun, like you guys do. So I go to all these signing conventions. So the first thing is I have these photos. I printed a photo. This is an example of a photo from a film, from a convention. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the dress. It's a Betsy Johnson dress. And I am going to be, I don't know, eBaying this and this signed.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Which I thought was really a fun, kind of cool idea. So
there you go.
Attended them or wanted this. This is the dress that I wear. I wear in this thing. So this is just a quick, fun little, just sort of a collector's thing. Again, only one dress, only one photo, just for fun. So I'm going to be doing that, but maybe this summer. I have a bunch of dresses, bunch of photos. All right, so from conventions. So those of you people who attended those conventions might find that valuable, might find it like, ooh, fun, I went to that convention.
Oh, yeah.
The second thing I have, which is very funny, when Better Off Dead, we did a, what do you call it? I just came from Savannah, Georgia, and we had a Better Off Dead reunion.
Nice.
It was amazing. A college named called SCAD, which was the Savannah School of Arts, Art and Design.
Okay.
A professor there was Andrew Meyer, who produced Better Off Dead. He is now a professor at SCAD.
Nice.
So it was surreal. So I haven't seen him in years. we together made all this happen. SCAD got us all together, and Amanda Wiss was there, and Savage Steve Holland came, and they beamed in Curtis Armstrong, Bill Kopp, the animator, E.G. Daly, the singer, and of the music, and Aaron Dozier, who played Roy Stalin. So they brought it in. So, and I had written, I wrote a book about Better Off Dead. I don't know if the audience knows it, and it's called Diane Franklin, The Excellent Adventures of the Last American French Exchange. No, it's the Excellent Comedy of the Last American French Exchange Babe of the 80s. Anyway, I wrote this book. So as a promotion.
It's an awesome title.
Oh, okay. So here you go, right? So there's what the book looks like, okay?
Yes.
So that you can get on Amazon. But this is an actual album of my one song that I did as a promotion.
Nice.
So it is a collector's item. Is that hilarious?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So I'm not selling this right away, but this is a collector's item that I had made, and I thought if you love Better Off Dead, and I don't know, it's just something that, and I wrote the song specifically to celebrate the coat because I have the original coat. This is the coat from the film I wore.
Nice.
So anyway, there's a whole bunch of, as collectors, I'm sure you can appreciate this. Pretty funny.
Definitely.
Now,
that's awesome.
Now for the last but not least, discovery. As I was going through boxes of things, I found this. And this might be not huge, but it is definitely kind of cool. All right. This is, does anyone recognize this?
It's like your ski pants at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Better Off Dead.
Yep.
That's right.
So I have an actual outfit. I mean, I don't have a jacket, but I actually found this and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so incredible and valuable. Another collector's item. So again, I don't know if I'm going to, when I'm going to have it, but know that I have it. And I also have the original picture of Ricky.
Oh.
That I held in the movie. I don't have it written here, but so I have a few items, and at some point they're going to move on to the public. So I'm just sharing that with you guys as a special inside scoop thing.
Nice. That's cool. We appreciate that. That's awesome.
As collectors.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. That we are. Were there ever any were there ever any roles that you like I guess this question could go either way, that you passed on that actually turned into something you're like, dang, or
yeah, I'll tell you which is interesting. For instance, Karate Kid.
Oh,
Karate Kid. It was between myself, Elizabeth Shue, and one other girl. And when I read the script, it wasn't that I didn't like it, but I had felt like I played similar roles to it. And I felt like and that to me was like just the girl for the guy. Do you know what I mean? So at that point, I was like, I didn't see that I didn't see it at the time. I mean, I auditioned and I loved it, but I didn't see what it was going to become. And I wish that would have been really cool. But I think that, sometimes you audition for things and like they come and you're so in where you are that you don't see the potential of what it is. So I kind of regret, I wish that I had gotten that, but I got Better Off Dead. So I'm happy.
There you go.
Well, what about say the Lost Boys, that character Star? Cause I think you could have played that possibly.
I never got an audition for that. So that's another thing. There are some things I never auditioned for, which would have been interesting. Like, I auditioned for 16 Candles.
Oh,
I got
nice.
a call back, which was good. I auditioned for Flashdance, and I got a call back, which is fun.
Breakfast Club.
Like, Flash, could you imagine?
for the lead and start Flashdance. I assume the lead.
Yeah, for the lead. But I'm really glad that Jennifer Beals got it, because that film was the first time. Okay, so Last American Virgin was the first time that curly hair as a teen was seen as beautiful. All right, it was not happening before. Flashdance was the first time a lead what was ethnic, like that. acknowledge the ethnicity. There might have been obviously other actresses who were obviously ethnic, but it wasn't made a prominent thing where she was the love interest. And so that was huge. That was a huge thing in casting change that never had happened really that clearly. I mean, I know other actresses who had ethnicity and they were, you know, trumped by Caucasians for roles. And so it was a big deal when that happened. And I was happy for that, for her at that time. She knows it. Like, I mean, I'm sure she knows that was a big moment in film casting, you know. But let's see, what other roles?
Leah Thompson's character in Howard the Duck, maybe?
Oh, no, that's interesting. That
would
might
have
be
been
something
nuts.
other people. I mean, I would have like, you know, it would have been fun to be in. I don't know. Well, you know, I could have played that part. I didn't audition for it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to audition for
Back to the Future. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people maybe had other, you know, a director has somebody in mind. You know,
Yeah.
that happens. I never auditioned for, and then yet at the same time I auditioned, you know, it was actually between myself and another for Amadeus. And like, you're thinking,
oh, wow.
Amadeus, like, how did that even happen? It literally was down to the wire. I was flown to Czechoslovakia in Prague in costume, you know, and if you're interested, I have 3 books, and my first book, Excellent Adventure, talks about the audition process and what happened. But,
oh, nice.
It's fascinating that you can audition for things, and all actors just take a leap of faith. You know, they get a script. I may love a script. Oh, as an example, I love TerrorVision. I did this movie, TerrorVision. Thought it was hilarious. We all, Mary Warnow, Garrett Graham, we all looked at this script and said, this is going to be a hit because it's so funny and it's so over the top. And it's a parody of the 80s. And we all thought it was going to be great. But it came out in the 80s and people didn't see the parody in it yet.
Ah, okay.
Now people watch it and go, oh yeah, that's hilarious because they're making fun of the 80s.
Yeah.
But then they were not, people were like, this is real. Like what? Like, no. No, we're live action cartoons. It's made to be over the top, you know. So if you ever see the movie, you'll know what I mean.
Okay. So what was it like to work with Keanu Reeves? Because I know he's got this reputation of being the nicest, generous guy that he is. What was your experience like with him?
That's a good question. You know, when I first met him, I had heard that he had a lot of heat. Things were going to be, he was like the next up and coming star, right? And I met him early in his career. He was very sweet, very nice. He, and of course I had to kiss him.
Of course.
You had to.
It's hard. Acting is a hard job.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
I mean, if I ran into him, I would probably have to too, honestly.
I kept messing up. Do it over and over. Sorry.
You're right. Can we take another cut? I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
My hair fell. My hair got in the way.
Take your lips off him. No. He is to me. I loved working with him. He was very sweet. The thing I noticed is when he was in his character, like he committed to being in his character, and I was very fortunate to work with him when he played his character, because that was to me one of the few times in his early career that he was funny and light, right?
Yeah.
So, right? All of his roles have been more serious. So I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute, like as this role.
Yeah.
But it would be cool. Wouldn't it be cool to see each other today? Like, it would be very cool if we met, like, or did a convention, or I don't know.
Or maybe even be in the next John Wick.
That would be very cool,
there
right?
You go.
If I was in John Wick.
Kick some ass side by side.
Be the new love interest.
I'm waiting. Keanu, I'm waiting. I'm here.
I know.
They said it, so
send her the script.
Fans go and talk to Keanu's agent. All right, go speak to him.
There you go. Yes, everybody talk to his agent now.
Yep. Right. The agent gets inundated. Yeah, it's kind of a fun thing. I also said the same thing actually to John Cusack. I mean, I ran into him at a convention and I said, "Oh my gosh, John, we should do like a story together, like a love story, or we should do like a Better Off Dead, bring it back, or, because I said fans would love it,
Oh yeah, it's like a sequel, like you guys having your own kids and their kids going through something similar, maybe not to an exact, but
Exactly. Ricky, Dan Schneider would be the mayor of the town. We live in a ski town. Our kids, I'm giving them French lessons and skiing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm the local French teacher. It was kind of funny. I said if John doesn't participate, then I would have been a widow, and then continue, right?
All you gotta do is write this stuff up and send it to Netflix. That's all you gotta do. They sign everything, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, definitely pitch it to Netflix. You'll get it. All
right, pitch it, and I'll go in it. I'll be in it.
I like it. I like it.
Can we get Booger back? So
yeah, I would get him. I would say he's definitely got to be like in the town.
Yeah.
I don't know
He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't remember his character name in that.
He's the town druggist, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He's the town pharmacist, right?
He's John's like best friend in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But see, I knew him from Revenge of the Nerds before I remembered him from Better Off Dead or anything else, because I knew him as Booger. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. That's all you need to know.
Such a great guy. By the way, he is such a brilliant actor. He is so nice. I love Curtis. And to this day, I still see Curtis, Amanda, Aaron, Savage. It's just really
Nice.
a good group of people. I was going to say Savage. Wait. Curtis. Oh, just putting on his credit. I just saw Aquila and the Bee. It's an older movie.
Okay.
But Curtis is in that, and he did a great job. He
Oh, wow.
So anyway, he works all the time. It was pretty great.
Yeah, he does, because he was on the show Supernatural at one point too.
Yeah, he had a good role on that.
Voice of God or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know much about his past, but he looks like he is probably trained theatrically, because he seems like he just seems like that, because he can do the character acting thing so well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves theater, and he has had some theater background, and it's quite lovely to see him play his characters. So
Have you ever done plays yourself, like after the age of 19, basically?
Well, okay, so the plays I've done, I did musicals in school, so I sing and dance. I did Guys and Dolls and played Sarah Brown, like all that. And then I did that Happy Journey play when I was 15, and then I did a play at the McCarter Theater at in California in the Mark Taper. I did a part in that play. I did a play called Temptation at the Mark Taper. So and I love plays. And actually I'm directing some plays now for kids. So I direct. And I love all types of acting. I like, for instance, but it was funny. My daughter is actually directing me. She got me back into the business because I really wasn't going to act anymore after I had kids. And she was like, Mom, I need you to act in parts. And so she got me started again. So there I am. This is what you do for your kids.
Nice. What does that say there, John?
Says, wow, what an honor. It's hello, Diane. It is. Hello, Diane. I love Better Off Dead. Curtis was so cool to meet in person as well. Thank you for coming.
Oh.
Merci. And what is this person's name?
Hobbs Horror.
Hobbs Horror.
Bonjour, Hobbs.
Horror.
Merci, Buck. It's very nice. I appreciate it very much. I will respond with a French dialect. You are
There you
fantastic.
I only know how to really introduce myself in French.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Charlie.
Je m'appelle Charlie. Very good. See, your French is coming back.
Funny enough, I did that 23andMe thing, and it actually says that I do have some French blood in me. So,
see, it just is so natural.
I love that. See, it is natural.
Probably. I don't know, because I know that I can pick up certain words like around the world, but I can't speak fluent.
That it's hard. I love all kinds of dialects, and I had to do play a German voice for a film about the photographer Hansel Meiss, and so I talk like this, so I can do the German. And Yugoslavian accent, I talk like this for Charles in Charge. And
I was about to ask about that too, actually.
yeah, Charles in Charge. Oh my gosh. And Dallas, the early years, I put on a little Texas kind of talking when I was doing Dallas the early years. And so very cool. Different voices.
How many TV shows have you done like guest spots?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I mean, a lot. A lot. But I think the one that was really interesting was my first part that I ever just was offered without auditioning. Because, you know, actors, we all have to audition. There's too many talented actresses out there. Actors, now we call actors. There are too many people to choose from. So the role that I was offered was for Murder, She Wrote.
That's my favorite show.
Is it right? So like, I love that. And my gosh, like getting to do a scene, you know, with Angela Lansbury she was in the room and we didn't get to act together. She was at a table responding to what I was doing, but it was great to be on set with her. Wonderful, lovely woman. Just awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah, she's a favorite.
Yeah. So it was very cool. And I got to play a real, as we can say today, biatch. Okay.
Right.
I own the entire series of Murder, She Wrote, actually.
Do you really?
Yes.
Called, oh my gosh, I forgot. It's gone. But
no
I was in one of the episodes where I played a gangster's girlfriend, and I played.
I'm sure if I go to your IMDb, it'll tell me.
Yeah, it will. So, oh, by the way, in case audience members don't know, I actually am in movies today too. Like right now, I'm in a movie called High Holiday with Jennifer Tilly and Tom Arnold. And
Jennifer Tilly.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And Jennifer and I are friends because we did a TV show called Boone together in our 80s. We played friends in the TV series. So I knew Jennifer back then, and then
nice.
got to do this movie again together, which brought us back together. And I love Jennifer. She's so talented and so smart. She's very smart.
She should get you on Family Guy.
Yes. Family, right? And then so I did that film, which is I think on Peacock, High Holidays on Peacock. And then I have Ted Bundy, American Boogeyman is out.
Oh wow.
That's on Hulu. I'm not sure. I've seen in there, and my daughter's in that movie, Olivia De Laurentiis. So she's the one who fights Bundy off.
Nice. Okay.
What is
that thing?
Oh, Hobbs Horror got super. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to this one real quick.
Yeah, first guys. Hi guys. I discovered The Last American Virgin a few years ago. It's now one of my favorite '80s movies. Really admire you. I really admire it for the ending.
I know it's horrible. I would not have made that decision. Thank you, by the way. What is his first name? Oh, it's gone.
It's Forgotten World of Movies.
Oh well, Forgotten World of Movies. Okay, so that script, I honestly, we all of us who made Last American Virgin looked at that script and said, "You're going to change the ending, right? Like this can't happen in an American movie. What are you talking about?" And you know, the director, Boaz Davidson, who wrote and directed it, which I love writer-directors personally. To me, like that's the best. And, you know, he was like, no, this happened to me. This is my life. And I'm going to keep it the ending. And I wish I had $1 for every time he said that, because I now realize he has spent most of his life saying that to people because the ending hit so hard. And yes, it had to end that way. And it was a remake of a movie called Lemon Popsicle that I didn't know until later. Like I knew kind of as we were filming a little bit, but the reason why we talk about it today is because of that ending, you know?
My girlfriend wanted me to tell you hi real quick when she was walking by.
Oh, wait. Who said this? What?
My girlfriend. She wanted me to tell you hi because she had to go to the bathroom, so I had to move out of the way.
Okay, what's her name?
Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. When you come back, just saying hi.
I will let her know.
Yeah, I was going to say that, you know, directors are like one of them. I follow directors more than the actors personally. I admire actors and I appreciate them, but I've always, when I watch movies, I tend to follow a path of a director more so than actors. So I understand that point of view. So,
you know, actors bring to life material sometimes that's not that good, and then also, of course, get out of the way when the material is good.
Right.
So like if the material's really good, the actors shouldn't stand in the way of making the material shine. It has to embellish it. Sometimes when the material isn't good, the actor can kind of like go, hey, look at this. Don't look at the fact that maybe what I said didn't make sense. Okay. We're going to try to make it so. But thank you for the Virgin comment. The Virgin was, I love that movie. It's still like, means a lot.
The way you explained your character, I assume you're not the last American Virgin in that movie. Because I've actually not seen it yet. I have it ordered. It's supposed to have been here today. And
I believe didn't it recently just get
Blu-ray?
Yeah, was it who put the recent one out? Was it
MVD
out or was it Arrow? MVD, that's right.
Arrow?
Yeah, it's got a reissue just happened.
Arrow had a very good rendition of it because they had Eli Roth made a little book.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Eli Roth wrote the nicest things about Virgin. I would love to meet him personally and say thank you. I think I Facebooked him when I saw it. Beautiful collector's little book about Virgin. So I highly recommend the Arrow version. If that's, I don't know, but
I wonder if I have that. I'm at the point in my collection where I forget what I have.
I know, I do too.
So,
yeah, somewhere in there is a copy of Virgin.
Especially when it comes with Arrow video, because it's a nightmare over here.
I have very few Arrow.
We're at kind of a little over halfway point with you. So let me remind everybody watching, if you haven't commented or said anything, we are giving away the Steelbook for Better Off Dead. All you got to do is just let John know in the comments that you would like to be entered, and we're going to put you on the wheel of death here in a few minutes. And we're going to be giving this Steelbook away tonight. For anybody just watching, just chime in on the comments. Even if it's just put me in, or if you got a question or anything.
Yeah. If we're not getting to your comments quick enough, too, we're trying to let her talk as much as possible.
No, that's okay. I think
she's here for an hour, and I know she appreciates all your comments, but we're
trying
to get as much in as we can.
Is it Hobbs?
Yeah, Hobbs Horror.
Does he have a question?
He's super excited that you said Hobbs Horror in French. So he's a little he's fixing to pass out. We're gonna lose Hobbs here shortly because he's so overcome by this.
Yeah, Mike here says, I believe I saw you in The Last American Virgin first before I saw Better Off Dead.
So you hate me and then you liked me. Thank God.
Right.
Don't
you love me and you hate me. Yeah.
Get it straight. I was 19. I was a teenager when I did Virgin. And then when I did Amityville, I was 20, which those of you who've seen that is like pretty wild. And then when I did Better Off Dead, I think I was like 22 or 22, I think. Yeah. And I think when I did Bill and Ted's, I think I was 25, I think.
How was the Amityville hype? I mean, was that pretty was that pretty intense coming into that after?
Okay, so this is the great thing. Okay, first of all, Amityville Horror was, when it came out, it was really successful, and obviously Amityville was a name that I was familiar with. I'm also from Long Island. I live near Amityville. I visited Amityville.
Oh, wow.
I know the town, but I didn't visit the house because I was too young. I mean, growing up, I think it happened in 1974. I think I was 12 or something when the actual murders happened.
Oh, the events themselves.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Amityville. I think the thing about it, first of all, has always been a haunted house. And people, it's very confusing because several things happened. Well, first of all, it was built on Indian burial ground, which I understand now. Everything's built on Indian burial ground. That's almost like, okay, well, just like where was, American Indians were living. But so that was the first basis. Then the second thing was a family, the real thing that hit home. There were murders that happened in that house, but the one that is most recognized is in 1974, a boy murdered his entire family.
Mm-hmm.
And the oddity of it was that all of the family members were found face down in their beds. And that was very unusual because if you heard a gunshot in the house, you'd get up. You'd
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that they were all laying down in bed and no one turned around or woke up or anything is somewhat unusual. And for the type of gun it would have made a big sound. So that was part of the mystique of that situation. Now, right now, actually, I think May 13th, I have an interview with the Amityville Origins. There's a new Amityville series on MGM Plus. And so yeah, isn't that cool? So I'm going to be, I'm interviewed for it.
Nice.
And I didn't know what they were talking about. All I knew is that of my truth and my experience. So you guys can watch that if you're interested. That's going to be cool. But Amityville, so when I got the script to Amityville, the original one, I didn't know that, like, first of all, part 2s were not considered like that people would watch. Part 2s of anything at the time in 1982 were considered like, who's going to watch this? Everyone will go to if you're going to watch a movie, you're going to watch the original. There was no opportunity. Like, if you had money and you had to decide 1 or 2, of course you're going to do the original. So when we got the script, I had no, I was even hoping that it would come out because I didn't know that it would even, be distributed. And the script itself was scary, but my character was innocent. And I really loved playing that role. And I felt when I saw the role that I really wanted to give the character of Patricia, who was actually a real human being who had, based on the murders. Our movie was based on the murders, not like Amityville Murders, the movie, which was about the murders. But
yeah,
I tried to play with the most respect that I thought was appropriate to the character, because that situation in the story was, if you get into it and you see there's incest, there's physical abuse. And I really thought for anybody who's ever been through that, it was really important to me to make sure that that was treated respectfully, and also from my heart, like just really play it as a person who had gone through that. Because when someone goes through something that's traumatic, they don't know it's traumatic. They just experience it.
Yeah.
So like you could tell somebody that they're being abused and they may not see it as abuse. They may see it as just something, the way another person expresses their love or their attention, or you just don't know. People express things differently. And so when I did the movie, I thought, okay, that was my personal goal of playing the character.
Okay.
Jennifer Tochi here. She's a really big fan of yours. She said Better Off Dead is an amazing movie. I'll remember you forever because of that movie. She also said, I'm excited. Hang on a second here. I'm excited to see you. You're amazing.
Jennifer.
To be seeing you. Yeah.
Yes.
Merci, Jennifer. And I will tell you this. We have to contact Andrew Meyer and bring Better Off Dead in a world tour. From place to place, and we bring fans, and I bring the cast. It will be many. So if you love Better Off Dead, I would just contact Andrew Meyer from SCAD and say, hey, can we bring this around? He's thinking about it. I don't know. That would be cool. But I just think film, I was so proud to play that character. And thank you for saying what you did, Jennifer, because to me, every female character that's a good role model is important. And Monique was so cool because she was capable. She could fix a car, and she was athletic, and I don't know, there was so many cool. She could throw a ball, I don't know, like pitch, and she wasn't afraid of going and doing things. And I really loved that character. It was a very fun role to play.
Giuseppe wants to know, where can I buy a Diane autograph photo?
Oh, thank you. Well, you can go to DianeFranklin.com, but you can also go to conventions. I just found out I'm going to go to Pensacola, Florida, for the Pensacola Con. I think it's called Pensacon. It's called Pensacon in Florida in 2024. I'm going to be there for a convention. So if you live near there, come come see me. That'd be fun. I'm just giving you the heads up on that. But everybody should follow me on social media if you want to know when my next conventions happen. Like things sometimes I have some things happening in this. I know I'm going to England in November, and I'm in London, and I might be maybe going hopefully to 80s in the Sand. Those of you who haven't gone, please check it out. 80s in the Sand is the best weekend you'll ever have in your life. If you like the 80s, I kid you not, I've been going back for like 6 or 7 years since they've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go back if it wasn't great. It's a week-long 80s vacation in Cancun at Planet Hollywood. They
Nice.
and all the 80s bands. This year, Pat Benatar is going to be there. Like,
Oh, nice.
Night
Love
Rider.
is a battlefield.
Oh, here he goes.
Yeah.
Look out.
I mean, for real, look at their list of people coming. They had Billy Joel. They had Billy Idol in the past. They've had Motels, Berlin, and you're meeting these people. They're there. Oh, and 80s actors. Like this year, they're having Daphne Zuniga and Andrew McCarthy is going to be there, and maybe me. Who knows? But still, check it out because it's great.
Have you ever met or even know Beverly Randolph? She was in Return of the Living Dead.
Beverly Randolph.
She was the preppy girl, basically, who was dating the jock guy who turned into a zombie.
Oh, no, I've never met her, but there's always, you never know at a convention.
Never know. She's actually Facebook friends with me, so.
I've never met her in person, if that's,
No, that's fine. I was just curious.
Mr. Snappy
never
said,
know.
just finished watching Better Off Dead for the first time today. This is awesome.
But Mr. Snappy's catching up for the first time.
What I like about Better Off Dead is it's such a, I don't know if it's intended to be kind of a John Hughes clone, but it could fit in. It could be a John Hughes movie.
It could.
Easily.
It's and the Monsieur Snoopy, is it is your name?
Yes.
Monsieur Snoopy.
Sappy.
Snappy.
Is it Snappy? Monsieur
Snappy.
Snappy. Okay. So Better Off Dead is a very interesting film because how it affected. I'm sure like Savage probably was influenced by John Hughes, the wholesomeness of it. But the film actually influenced Nickelodeon's content because Dan Schneider wound up, he was, obviously played Ricky.
Yeah.
And he torments me in the film, and he wound up becoming a producer at Nickelodeon.
Wait, that's him?
That's him. He did.
Wow, I did not recognize him.
He did. He produced iCarly, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh,
Good Burger,
The Amanda Show. Like all those shows were produced by Dan, and so the sense of humor from that over the top thing that happened in Better Off Dead came into Nickelodeon. So it is fascinating that all this entertainment, like with John Hughes or Savage, Steve Holland, all kind of led to the next level of entertainment. I mean, it was a big, again, Andrew, I didn't know this, but Andrew Meyer, who produced Better Off Dead, he also produced Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
John Hughes did that. So Andrew Meyer is actually the thing that kept everybody together. Like John Hughes movies allowed for Better Off Dead to happen because those teen movies were becoming popular. So it's kind of amazing. And he produced, Andrew Meyer produced Breakfast Club, produced Better Off Dead. So he was a kind of a conduit. I don't know the right word, but he was the center.
I'm sorry, I missed which Dan to do which character was he again? I'm sorry, I was.
He was Ricky.
It was Dan Schneider who played Ricky Smith.
Yeah, he was the big guy.
Ricky.
That she was living with for the time being.
Yeah.
Right.
I love Laura.
No offense. I hate to bring you. Wasn't he the guy who was accused of diddling children?
Oh, yep. Well, there you go. That's a whole other ballgame, and that's probably not
best for this show.
Yeah.
That'll be a whole other episode that I'm not included in.
We
I know
got
the old
yeah.
Annie. Let's put it that way. The old
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah,
We got
I do.
movies with James.
I read a lot of books about the dark side of Hollywood. So
Oh yeah, and believe me, I'm sure there is a lot. I was fortunate. I mean,
it might not be true.
Like,
there's a lot of
legacy,
accusations that
stuff.
go around.
I got out of that. Fascinating to me. I'm not surprised, but I'm also feel very fortunate that I wasn't part of that. I didn't have to experience that dynamic.
Yeah.
Good.
For real.
That's good. Yeah.
But I started so young that I knew immediately what were the danger signs, and so I kind of.
That's true.
Well, you may have had parents that are actually protected you too, like
Yeah.
good parents. But some of the parents, when you hear some of the horror stories, they just kind of let their kids run wild and didn't watch them on sets. They were kind of guided around by producers instead of like having their parents there, things like that. And that's where things go wrong.
I completely agree. You have to have parents that are always it's like a momager. You have to have your parents have to take care of their children because it is a adult world.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I said those 9 years I did before I got into the entertainment business, I knew what was okay and what wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
But funny is that when I did Virgin, I flew by myself to California. And now I look at my daughter and go, would I have let her fly by herself at 19? I'm like, no way.
Even though,
But it was because I had street smarts. I had
there you go.
And I experienced. I knew what to do.
Well, John, how's the wheel going? How's the wheel going? How many people we have on the wheel for the giveaway?
We got 9 people.
You got 9 people. We've got about we've got about 9 minutes left with our guest. Do we want to go ahead and start spinning the wheel so we make sure we get that before she has to go? Yeah. I'd love for her to be here for the giveaway.
Yeah, let's spend a couple minutes and catch up on a couple of super chats. I'm sorry, a couple of people like Movies with James. You've left several messages, but they were kind of to us, and he said this. What a guest to have on the stream. Appreciate you. Movies with James, one of our friends. We see him around.
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, James.
Thank
is
you
a good
for
guy.
writing in. That was so nice.
Okay.
And then we got
Jenna White says, so awesome and interesting to hear your perspective and thoughts playing the character.
Thank
you.
Monique. All of your characters.
I think she meant Monique, though.
Thank you for watching this.
All right, let's get to that.
Those kinds of characters stick with you too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
they sure do. They sure do.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll have John's been putting together everybody's names. It's been in the chat, whether you said you wanted in this or not. Your name got put on there, so ha. And what we do is we spin this wheel, and as your name gets popped up, don't get excited. That means you lose. So ha to you.
Gosh.
I know. It's an elimination wheel. It's the best and funnest way that we've decided to do this every time we do it. And I'll show it again. We're doing this Steelbook for Better Off Dead. It's the Blu-ray. It also comes with a digital pack, brand new. And so whenever John has it ready, we're going to pull it up on the screen, and we're all going to get even smaller, I bet.
Oh,
and
most likely.
Then we'll start spinning this around. All right, who is our first victim, John? Who's getting kicked off?
The way the wheel works too is an elimination wheel. So if your name, we spin the wheel till one person is left.
I know, right?
Maybe
we had Charlie chime in one time. He busted out the guitar and started playing us a little ditty while we spun, but we just kind of talk through it and make fun of everybody that loses.
Yeah.
First one off. Oh, come on. Oh, it's James.
You got
James is out. Sorry, James.
Sorry, James.
It was close to Jennifer. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I pick a favorite, but I stopped saying who my favorites are because they tend to lose. But James is out, and now we've gotten
Forgotten World of Movies.
Forgotten World of Movies. You're out of here. I know. This is sad. This is terrible. We're awful human beings. We're awful, mainly because we make fun of you when you lose. And then we got who do we got here?
Like Mike's out the tag.
Oh, bye-bye.
Mike's won a few times. He usually makes it to the final two every time.
He does.
So.
He does make it.
Merci buckets.
Oh, it's gonna be another close one. Oh no, it's Hobbs Horror.
Oh,
no, wow.
Oh.
This is most bogus, most non-triumphant.
She was rooting for you, buddy. I'm sorry. We're down to 4. Let's see who our final 3 will be.
No.
Oh,
Giuseppe.
oh, Giuseppe. Giuseppe's gone.
Sorry. Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. We all love your name
Most
so much.
To Giuseppe, so sorry.
Down to the final 3.
We're down to 3.
no.
Who's gonna be? Oh no!
Tochi.
Oh, Jennifer.
Who's
Jennifer's out.
Jennifer Tochi.
Jennifer.
I was rooting for you, Jennifer. I'll be honest with you. All right, we're down to the last two. Last 2. So whoever's
Who's gonna
name
be the
gets
winner?
called is going to be out, and the other one's going to be the winner. It looks like
Oh,
Mr. Snappy is gone.
Mr.
Wow.
Oh, so the winner is who's that last one left?
Jenna White.
Jenna White is our winner.
Yay.
Congratulations.
That actually is one of my
Jenna-
friends from Instagram, so that'll be easy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well,
Nice.
Jennifer, reach out to Charlie, reach out to me, reach out to John. It doesn't matter.
Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed. We will get your information on
Congratulations.
Instagram and we will get you this as soon as possible. That was awesome. I'm glad you could be here for that.
Yes,
And
yes.
here's the thing: if you ever go to a convention and I'm there, you tell me who you are, and I will sign it for free. Okay?
There we go.
That's a
She
beautiful
lives
thing.
in the Bay
That's a
Area. I
beautiful
can
thing.
tell you that.
Where does she
Yeah.
live?
Nice.
In the Bay Area, like Redwood City, San Mateo County.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I can do a convention in the middle of the country or close somewhere.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
meet up at
Or you know what? Tell
A
people that you
Starbucks
want a
sometimes,
convention
it's
there,
fine.
Because, by the way, patrons, you have a lot of power. When you want somebody to be a guest, you need to contact the convention and say, I really want this person to be there. And if you get a bunch
Yes.
of people to do it, they will try to get that person. So I'm just sharing that with you for
No.
the power you have, okay? Because they want
Yes.
people to come to these conventions.
Yes. That is awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome. Well, definitely note this video and pull it up and show it to her when you show this in front of her at a convention, so she'll remember. And Mr. Snappy says, "Bummer." Ah. Sorry, Mr.
Hey.
Snappy. We
Sorry,
tried our
Snappy.
best.
Snappy.
So funny.
We're just wheel spinners,
I
man. We
didn't
don't have any
laugh, so
control.
That was
But we do appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us for the time that you
We
could.
really do. This was awesome. We greatly appreciate this. It was good to get to know you a little more, get to know you a little bit more of your story, get to know a little bit what you're up to now. That's super exciting that things are still
Yes.
coming.
Yes, I'm just trying to think if there's anything. Well, just if you want to stay in touch, check out Instagram. It's actress Diane Franklin. Twitter, it's Diane Franklin 80. Facebook, it's official fans of Diane Franklin, because my other one, which is just Diane Franklin, is full. I think have 1,000 people who want to get on it, and I'm like, I
Damn.
don't have any room. Nobody's leaving. So, but I have to say something about my fans. I have really nice fans. Like, I have really mature. They get along. They may have different opinions on things, but we don't people don't go to that place on my on my social. And I really appreciate that. That to me is the most important, because let's just go back and visit nostalgia and old times, and let's just enjoy that, So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So thank you for anyone was watching.
Oh, yes. Thank
Yes,
you to
definitely. We have a lot-
everyone.
Everybody that was on the wheel is chiming in, saying congratulations to the winner. They're saying they had a
Oh,
great
that's
time with
sweet.
this
There
show
you go.
tonight.
Those are the fans, right? Those are nice people,
Oh, yeah.
And Jenna is super excited. So
Yay.
Oh my God, thanks, amazing.
She said thank
for
you,
coming,
Diane.
And
Yeah.
by the way, thank you guys for having me on the show. I had a great time.
absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you again for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you
This
for
was
coming.
awesome.
It's really
All right.
nice. Yeah.
I'll see you another time, perhaps.
Au revoir.
In
Okay.
person.
Thanks again. Have a good
All
night.
right.
you.
Au revoir.
Thank you.
Take care.
Stay excellent.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Yes. Awesome.
Well, gentlemen, this was a wonderful show.
Yes. This was a fun one. Very, very fun
Just
one.
to we got a few minutes here. Have we all seen the new Guardians?
No.
I have.
You have?
Me and
All
you
right.
have
So
seen it,
me and
but-
John will completely spoil it for you.
But I already know the
So-
spoilers anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I kind of figured I wouldn't make it anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to see it on Friday night, so I was good for that. But
It was
definitely go see it. I'm not going to do any hardcore spoilers, even if you've been spoiled. I don't think you've been
It
spoiled
was-
until you've seen
No,
it.
I've been spoiled. I may not know the like mid post credit scenes, but like other than that, I know the movie.
I didn't
I
stay
don't-
for the
still-
final. I was like, I stayed for the first credit scene, then the rest. The guy that was with me, I said, "We're leaving." I said, "I don't care what. I have no interest in watching the Marvels. Looks horrible, but this movie was excellent. It was definitely a script written in a in a different time, like back when Marvel was still good. It was obviously a holdover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. This
Yeah.
script was written quite some time ago. So
Yeah.
It had because he was supposed to do the film right away, but then got fired from the company.
Yeah.
And so the fans cried out like, "What the hell? Bring him back!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they missed their window because Chris Pratt had to go do Jurassic Park. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That is
then
true.
COVID, and then
I know. Then COVID.
I think COVID.
Well,
But,
what
I
I
will
found
say-
about watching it is a lot of detractors and some of the people I watched, a lot of people I watch, and sometimes they tend to take a more negative point of view. Some of them liked it and some of them didn't like it, but some of the things people were saying was things that I didn't really agree with at all. Sometimes people watch movies and they have an agenda going into a movie and they don't really enjoy
Yeah.
it. And
just
like
every movie,
Yeah.
every movie's got its flaws, and every
Yeah.
movie's got something you can find if you're
Yeah.
looking for it. Stop looking for it. Just go to the movies and enjoy
Exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy the
there's
movie
a
and
lot
then
of-
worry about that shit later.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the stuff in Phase 4, with the exception of Spider-Man, which was Sony, but was pretty bad. But this movie was, I don't know. There was something the only thing that I found a little distasteful that didn't work out, and I do agree with some of the comic book guys, is the way they handled Adam Warlock.
I thought
Adam
the same.
And because just like the comic book guys say, Adam Warlock could be a series of his own, because he's like an awesome character in the comic books.
Yeah.
And they, the only defense I could say maybe that Adam's supposed to be like more youthful, and he's not fully formed as a character yet.
Right.
It's the only defense I can have him, because that's what he seemed like. He seemed kind of young and naive, like he's in a more childlike state.
Yeah,
and
they definitely threw us all a bone with the one line in there where she said that he took him out of there too soon, that he wasn't done. So they gave us the reasoning for how he was behaving. I do have a good buddy that is a lot more into comics than I am, and he kind of explained it to me the same way. He was like, you can look at it two ways. One, when Adam Warlock comes to be, he's naive anyway because he has no idea what anything is. So they played that, but they played it to a little bit of an extreme, but they made up for it by saying, "Oh, you pulled him out too early. He wasn't done."
Yeah.
But the other part is Adam Warlock is so powerful that they're like, you got to dumb him down because he could just take over the entire Marvel universe if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So Jenna was mentioning something right now about.
Well, I appreciate the I like
That's
hearing
true
from the hardcore comic book readers myself, though, because
because
there's a lot of stuff in the comics that if they stuck closer to would make better movies. And they've fallen away from a lot of that, and it's kind of aggravating. Now, some of the stuff they're using is in the modern comics, not like in the older comic, not the better versions of the comic. Like some of the modern stuff is just not good. It's not written by good writers. I don't know. But other than that, the movie I thought it was good. Somebody was complaining how they thought they used Sean Gunn too much. And I was like, and then I seen the movie and I was like,
he's
not
a main
in it
character.
that much. He's not in it that much.
No, they left him behind.
and they did.
Yeah. And I like what they used him for, because he's usually interacting with the Leica, the dog.
Yeah.
I call her Leica because that was the dog that was the actual name of the dog. I don't know what the name. I always forget the name.
Cosmo now.
Cosmo, yeah.
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Oh,
Yeah,
dude, Charlie, you got to look out for the poker scene. The poker scene, as quick as it was, I was like, oh, thank God. They definitely.
I want to tell everybody thanks for coming in.
For sure.
Jennifer. it was slow at first, and all you guys came in and saved it at the end, and with all your
Saved it.
comments and
I was getting
everything,
a little
and
worried.
made her feel important.
Yes.
We're trying to get back. Last year was kind of a bad year for me with my health, so especially with my cataracts in my eyes, and I have other things going on that I'm not going to talk about, but nothing serious. Well, sort of nothing serious, but I mean, but yeah, we're gonna try to get back to doing this. I want to do it weekly because we just won't be able to grow a fan base without doing at least a weekly show.
That's
I know
true.
it's hard on all of our people, everybody. It's hard when you have a group of people to get together every week, and I enjoy it. It's just
and I have people who wouldn't mind doing the show.
yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh yeah, I think in the future we can all definitely chime in with not only good guests, but I think we could also have some backups for ourselves if something happens and Charlie, you can't make it or I can't make it.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of people that we've had guests we've had as guests before that would probably try just kind of cross in to kind of keep the show rolling.
Oh yeah.
But I think one thing that we're definitely going to strive for is more guests kind of like tonight and like we've had in a couple previous episodes, just people that we admire from past films. They're somewhat easier to get a hold of, so we can kind of so we can start reaching out to people and bring you guys a better show, and definitely going to try to keep going with giveaways on shows like that kind of work with our guests. So I was excited to be able to get a hold of that steelbook to be able to do the giveaway tonight.
Yeah, and Jenna in the comments, she's the one who won it. So
yes.
Well, I feel because I've known about The Last American Virgin for a long time. I just never had watched it. I never bought it.
I know.
And
I thought Arrow had one, and I'm glad that she confirmed that because that's probably the one I want to get.
I ordered it, and it's supposed to be in here today. And for some reason, I was going to get it and try to watch it this afternoon. Everybody froze. Oh no,
I'm still good.
Sorry, everybody's just standing really still. Yeah, but I was supposed to get it this afternoon, and Amazon is just every now and then you get those deliveries where they just come up and like running late
forever
because the driver decided not to. He got lazy and decided to go home or something.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it had to be that day when I was going to get it this afternoon and try to pop it in and watch it or watch part of it so I could talk about it. Cause I've seen several of her other movies but that one is one that kind of intrigued me. I wanted to see that one.
Yeah. Cause I hadn't seen that myself. I knew the name. I actually knew the name, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie myself. Yeah. So, I mean, because I never seen Amityville 2, to be fully honest. I mainly just know her from Better Off Dead and Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I gotta be honest, I gotta be honest. But had a good time with her tonight because she was very, very talkative. That's one thing that I like about, the guests that we'll get sometimes is that they just know how to keep going without any type of direction in a sense.
Yes. That's why they're professional, and I'm personally not. You're good. You can keep going, but I'm bad I'm a bad host. That's why I like kind of producing, kind of just adding to the conversation instead of leading it.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. You're there keeping this rolling. You're there putting the names on the thing, and when you got a question, you chime the hell in.
I probably shouldn't have mentioned Dan.
Probably not. Dan. Probably.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. I was,
but it is what it is.
When she brought that up, I was like, I know that name because I've watched some documentaries about what's her name?
Jeanette McCurdy.
No, Amanda Bynes.
Oh, her.
Yeah, and his name comes up in that, and he's like one of those that I was like, yeah, like even his character in that movie kind of seems creepy, so yeah, so I mean,
well, again, I didn't even know that was him.
It might not be true. It could be just false accusations, but these days you never know. She took it well, but.
She did. She was a trooper on that, but yeah. I guess when we do shows,
hey, I'm just truthful like that. If that's how I am.
That's fair. She didn't hang up. That's the way I look
No,
at it.
she
She didn't hang up.
No. Yeah. Well, the way she responded, she knows about it. So
Yeah.
She's aware of it, yes.
yeah.
It's just, I think what it is that since it's not her business to know, she doesn't choose to go any further than what
Yeah.
she's already heard, technically.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want her to elaborate on it. I just want to know that I know.
Well, a lot of people know about it. It's like,
Yeah.
past celebrities that have been accused of a lot of things,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think-
of them out there, and that's the sad part.
Yeah. I think like he's in, I think he's in like one of the scenes with, or staged one of the scenes in the Amanda show. And it's like her in a jacuzzi. Like he's the one that got accused of like having the jacuzzi parties and had a bunch of kids at his house. But there's a scene in the Amanda show where I think he's like a producer of the show. He's not even an actor, but I think he's like
He's like
up
Nickelodeon's #1 producer, if you really think about it.
Yeah. And he like shows up in the Amanda show, like he's that's like a hot tub scene with her, and she's like in the hot tub with him, and just she's not touching it. He's not touching her or nothing in there.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's just kind of weird. A grown ass man, and like whenever she was still a teenager at the time, it was kind of strange,
Well, things happened, and we weren't there, so we can't really say anything about it. So other than just what's been talked about.
Yeah, thank you, Jenna Watt, for all your great comments tonight, and
Yeah,
also winning
on top of it. Yeah, excited that you won. Excited that you won.
And it's funny because she knows that movie very well, actually.
Well, I hope you don't have this. I hope you held out.
I'm sure
And
she
now-
doesn't.
And now you get this in your hand. But if she reaches out to you, just give me her information.
I can just
and,
share you her profile, or she can message you, one or the other.
Hell, I might already follow her. I don't know.
You never know. I mean, shit. Well, when she brought him up.
Oh well, she was saying I was thinking that too when she brought him up.
Oh, brought up his name, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those
a lot
things.
of people know.
It's one of those things on her end. Yeah, she was telling a story about an old friend, but she's got to know that there's a high possibility if nobody says it, we're all thinking about it. So it's like, it's just what kind of people are you talking to? Are you talking to the kind of people that are just going to sit here and smile and nod, or is somebody going to bring it up, which is fine. Just like you said, she handled it just fine. She's like, well, when I knew him, which is great. And I really appreciated the fact that she chimed in with, I wasn't, I never had any experiences like that, which was good.
Yeah. Like she was basically saying that luckily she dealt with a really nice guy when she had her experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm glad that she had fun on the movie set because, I mean, I would think filming that type of movie would be fun.
Yeah, that had to be a really fun movie to make, all that stuff. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I wanted to say I was trying to think of something not very dirty to say when she brought up her ski pants. I was like, yeah, I liked your booty in that. Yeah,
but she might be still watching. Myself.
Well, the problem
is
there's only like one or two scenes in there, where you see. One or two scenes where you see her. The rest of it's mostly like apparently a stunt double because there's somebody skiing. So I was like, yeah.
It's funny because looking at her, pictures from when she was younger and all that kind of stuff, and just seeing her like grow up, she technically still looks the same in my opinion. But she always had this like adorable cuteness about her that I liked very, very much. Like you couldn't help but like her.
Yeah.
I like those types of characters.
Yeah. Well, I love that big curly hair too. That is like especially her younger look. Like I love that. Like that, I think it's just being a product of the '80s. Like, well, I was born in the late '70s, but growing up in the '80s, like it was just something. That's how women's hairstyles were. Yeah. And so I just like that big hair look sometimes, and I think people have brought it back a little bit with a little more modern. A little bit of modern appeal to it, but I like black girls too. Like black girls when they have natural hair, when they have their hair naturally, not necessarily a fro, but like when they have just naturally like big hair. I love those curls like that. I love. I don't know.
They call that the nappy curl.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But I like it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Yeah, because thinking about it now, Diane Franklin, like thinking about like the types of movies she could have been in. There's quite a few that she could have done. Like she could have possibly played the love interest in Ferris Bueller, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
What was another one I was just thinking that she could have? Oh,
She could have
Uncle
been in
Buck.
Dirty Dancing. She could have been in Dirty Dancing, y'all.
No, Uncle Buck.
Oh yeah.
She could have played the pissed off, older sister.
She's in Uncle Buck.
No. Is she?
I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, she's credited with that, at least when I looked it up. Maybe I'm wrong.
Really? It's not her, the older goddamn sister.
Let me look. I could have swore her name came up for Better Off Uncle Buck.
I didn't remember coming across that. Jody's reading it right now.
I think that would have came up in the conversation.
I think so too,
maybe.
because you did mention John Hughes.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why what list I was looking at last night that it came up on. It must have been something. I'm glad I didn't mention it tonight because I'd been stupid.
I know. How'd you like Uncle Buck?
Like,
he goes, I wasn't in that one.
It'd have been one of those moments.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
I know.
I don't remember what list I was looking at that it came up on there, but yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, because I went back through everything earlier and didn't even pay attention to it. I had it in mind and didn't. Yeah, that's a good thing I didn't mention anything. So, yeah, I didn't like. That's what I'm bad about with movies. Sometimes as actors, I don't pay as much attention to them. That's what I was saying, talking to her about directors and things. That's kind of pay attention to that stuff a little more. But I'm bad about actors. The problem is what sucks about women, and it's something I didn't really want to bring up with her, is like it seems to be like you have a few women that have legacies in Hollywood, but you got so many women that you mostly have men that have larger legacies than women do. And I think it has a lot to do with there's so many women in movies. They're so interchangeable. They have so many different roles, and a lot of times they're not the leading parts. I mean, you do have people that, Meryl Streep and people like that have legacies, but
Audrey Hepburn.
But you see somebody like her, and she's been in a lot of movies, actually, a lot of classic movies too, and
oh yeah,
it's just somebody you don't think about. They were good movies.
Yeah,
it's like Eric Edwards. He was in a lot of good movies and had some pretty important roles in his movies.
Yeah, he did.
And people don't really know his name off the cuff, and they'll recognize him.
I'm sure people didn't even know that he was the big vampire in Blade.
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, but
what have you guys?
Soon I'll be moving.
I heard you got a pretty good place. You got a new place.
Yep, it's still going to be a temporary situation kind of thing, though. It's only to kind of help until I get my debt in check and my credit score up a little bit more, and so I can actually go and purchase a home instead.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. So,
what's
nice?
If not to get too personal, what's the kind of how is it in that part of California as far as cost of living?
Cost of living, I know, like when Jody had mentioned for me to possibly check out Tennessee, I was looking at stuff that are in the for sale market, and it wasn't much different for price range, that's for sure. But I know that Jody had mentioned lower interest rates, if anything.
Yeah, the taxes as well.
Yeah. Your end of the day money you get to bring home out of your paycheck is a lot more too.
What are Tennessee's tax laws like? They're better than Kentucky. Don't have like really great ones where we're a commonwealth where it's not as good, but Tennessee's like got a little bit better taxes. Not as good as Florida. Florida has like 0 taxes.
There's no income tax in Tennessee, but they did increase the food tax. So Kentucky, y'all's food tax is awesome compared to ours.
Yeah.
But there's no state income tax, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still pay 6% or whatever sales tax or whatever it is.
Yeah, like a half hour before we went on too, I was trying to show like direct message a lot of people the post that said today, not the video, but the actual picture. And sorry for the video because I didn't catch that until after.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious. Like your voice changes. Like, what happened?
Oh yeah. I watched it and I was like, that's a pretty cool little audio trick he did there.
Yeah.
That just happened itself. It was just a download.
It's better that one than the SpongeBob voice you can make yourself do on TikTok now. That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, because what had happened is that I was messing with the editing and I did put the filter on, but I thought I took it off the whole thing completely because I wanted to hear how it would sound, in general. Yeah. And I was like, okay, it doesn't look that good when you're in front of the camera, maybe behind it, but not in front of it. And then when once I put it on Instagram, I was like, oh shit.
It was great. I was like, what happened? Charlie's got a cold all of a sudden. What's going on?
I know. It's like, hey guys, join us tonight. We're gonna go live. And...
Oh well.
Shit happens.
What do you guys have that Superman Steelbook set ordered?
No, I don't.
I got it ordered. It's due out this week, I think. That's when it.
Yeah, I think
it's tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Is it tomorrow?
Yep.
I did get the non-Steelbook edition from Warner Brothers, so it's pretty sweet.
Oh, how'd you get the one from Warner?
I asked nicely.
Oh, I never get review copies.
I rarely do now, so I was super excited when this one popped up. But I like that they did the separate one for the Donner cut.
Yeah,
and the steelbook, it's the same steelbook, and then they did different artwork on the front and back.
Yeah, I saw that.
But this, which it's kind of sucks because I love how uniform the whole set is until you get to part 2, because on the back of all of them is like a uniform emblem with the Roman numerals on the back of all of them, except for part 2 because they did different covers in part 2. But so I like that they did this. But in the steelbook, you get a 5th steelbook that has a bunch of extra, and the cover is like the original, like the first appearance of Superman Action Comics. So I'm excited to get that thing. I've been watching videos. Everybody that ordered it from Zavvi UK already got it.
Yeah, I was supposed to get.
Yeah, I still have.
I ordered it from Amazon. So.
Yeah, I got mine from Amazon too. Yeah. I actually ordered 2 of them because I was like, they're gonna fuck up one of them, so I better order 2 because I know they're gonna be sold out. So.
Yeah.
Well, shit. If you have 2 good ones, save one and I'll buy it.
You might have to. I got one guy that's already wanting it from me.
Really?
He's been hanging out for like a month now. He was like, dude, are they ever going to come back up? And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I got 2. Actually, you know what? I think I still have one on order from Zavvi. So if that one comes through, there you go. I'll have an extra one again.
There you go.
Is it all the same one?
Yeah, it's the same exact thing. Just for whatever reason, it got delayed here in the US and the UK.
Yeah, because one of the guys I follow on that I subscribe to on YouTube, Euphoria Pictures. He's also on Instagram, but he did a video of his, Superman Steelbook, set. And he was like saying how much he loved it and how he wishes more. Actually, was it that video where he said it was that he wishes that more of the Steelbooks would come in that type of setting when they're, sets, because then they're protected. They're not up against each other rubbing, Yeah.
If the artwork on the one they did for the Batman's set would have been better, they put out a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
the box itself was kind of cool.
Yeah,
but the individual steelbook art was trash.
I know. I didn't really care for that.
I didn't get it, so I was like, "This is stupid." But now with the Superman, I kind of want the Batman one next to it. So.
Did I ever tell you about my Batman that I ordered? I ordered. It was back in the pandemic. During the pandemic when I ordered it, and I got it, and it was bent up, and like,
a lot of them went out.
I ended up keeping it because I was able to straighten it out, and it don't look too bad.
Yeah.
But the reason I didn't return it is because of I tried to contact them to return it. And nobody ever answered the phone. Nobody's answering the phone, and they never got back to me. And it was, for some reason, I just didn't walk it into the Best Buy store. But I was like, fuck it. I'll just keep it. The display fine, and everything else was good. You can't really see the dents in it too bad the way I was able to kind of pop it back out. But it was it was bent up bad. It was like
a lot of it. If you try searching to buy one now, 98% of them are bent up because for whatever reason, however Best Buy decided to ship that thing out, they all got fucked up.
I think it was just in an envelope. It wasn't even in a box. It was just in the envelope.
Yeah, that's annoying. I was able to get something from, Justin, Reagan. That I wanted in my collection because you didn't have any more copies in general. You
got that Lost Boys.
I finally have it because remember I told you that when I bought it originally, it showed up with the freaking spine broken from it.
Yeah.
And there was no more, and I was screwed.
Yeah, I was surprised he was selling some stuff, especially how much he was.
Oh, I know. He was charging really cheap.
Did you guys hit up the what was it? The Ken Lure a sale they had? Did y'all get up on that?
Keno?
Yeah.
I know I didn't. I never do.
No, I buy for them so much that I don't pay much attention to their sales and things like that. What did you get?
Well, I'm missing something. There it is. I had to pick this up. I had to pick up the Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
I had to get that. They had that on sale. But I got
I also got Rudy.
There you go.
Justin.
How much did you get that on? How much you get that on sale for? Like 20 or something?
I'd have to go back and look. It was a lot cheaper than Amazon.
Yeah, because it's usually they're usually never very expensive on Amazon. I buy a lot of their I have that set, but I think you usually only pay about $30. I usually charge just about $10 a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. So
I got this Clint Eastwood that I didn't have.
Nice.
Still still has a slip cover.
Yep.
I got the Crimson Rivers. I haven't seen this, but and it still has the slip cover.
Nice.
I was all but two of them came with slip covers. I got this of Ants. I remember this movie, and I freaking love this artwork. I was like, oh shit, I need to get that.
Nice.
And they had Antichrist.
The Keno slip covers are a fairly recent thing. They've just now started doing that a lot.
I passed on Mystery Men, but it was on sale, so I grabbed it, and it still had the slip cover. But the two that came without slip covers was this old ass one, was Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, all the classic horror dudes.
Yeah,
I had to grab that, and I've been wanting to grab this because I've never seen it. But this one with Vince Vaughn, I've never. I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Yeah,
I wish it would have had a slip cover, but I mean. Yeah, I think I got all these. I think all of them together it was right at 100, maybe less than 100. I think.
What do you think about the Flash movie? For some reason, when I see the previews, a lot of the people that I listen to, they're like, "Oh, fuck that movie," blah blah blah. But when I see the previews, it's like it looks like it might be an all right movie. But the problem
everybody's that's seen it is saying it's amazing.
Yeah,
and I'm just like. I don't know.
Well, the problem is it obviously still exists in the Snyderverse.
Whatever they're doing is supposedly partially resetting, is how James Gunn has stated.
They're going to do like a Flashpoint type ending or something?
Yeah. It's going to be something like that. But, I mean, they took, like, Henry Cavill had scenes, and they took them out. But, there's been like 3 different trailers now, and after each trailer, I still just don't know what's going to happen. It's just a lot of badass action. Yeah. One thing that's kind of irritating me right now is just like that one stance of Michael Keaton without the cowl, but he's in costume and he's just like standing in front of it. And it seems like they just had him stand there and just like repeat lines that are going to make us all happy. Because he said like within the 3 trailers, like each trailer, I think, I think each trailer has a different line that he says in that stance that makes you go, oh, but it's like, is that what y'all did? Y'all just have him stand there for a day? All right, now say this.
Yeah.
It's just like, so like, I don't really know what, I don't know, man. And some of the scenes with him in it and in costume, he still just looks so uncomfortable like he did in the original 89. I would have thought they would have tried to update that to make it a little more where he can move a little, but he still just looks like
I'm just wondering if I'm going to believe the hype for that one at all.
I don't know, man. Like that when we went and saw Guardians, and that was like one of the trailers that played. When it finished, it like some dude down the front row was like, "Oh my god!" Like, and the whole theater just started laughing at him because he was just so excited.
You think that's bad? When Jurassic Park came out, we all went to go see it and everything. And the scene where the girl turns on the flashlight in the fucking car, you know? Yeah. All of a sudden, me and my sister were by ourselves kind of more up front, and we hear some dude screaming, turn the light off, you know? And turns out it was my mom's boyfriend.
Aw.
And she leaned over and said, "Hun, I don't think they can hear you."
Cannot hear you. Never can.
I thought that shit was funny. Woo. Oh, and the custom that I was telling you.
Custom crow. Yeah. I love that. I love that artwork. I don't think I've ever seen that image before.
And then that part of it.
I've seen that one, and I love that. I love the black and whiteness of it.
Damn, there we go. And then the inside is basically the part where he's just pointing the gun, you know, at the pawn shop. But funny thing, Justin had an extra copy of the crow that he was getting rid of, and he was selling it for $2. So I was like, I'll just take it off your hands. So I did. It came with, and so now it's in this thing, and it's not a watch copy, so it's just going to stay in there, and then I'll use that case as a recyclable case to put for a different something that maybe didn't fit or whatever, warped.
Oh yeah, I got a shit ton of recyclable cases.
But that guy, I wouldn't necessarily, and I'm not going to out him, but I wouldn't necessarily use him again. It was a good experience, if anything, to kind of figure out how it was going to be. And I think your guy might be the best guy, honestly.
I mean, I've used, 3 different dudes now, I think.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I've used my guy. I've used a guy that does it like that guy did, whatever that water stuff is. It's some sort of water.
Well, this one has a gloss printing to it.
Yeah. And then, what the other guy did? The other guy did the other guy was just, well, that was done like that one. The other guy used the very, very first thing I've ever bought that was a custom. It was just an adhesive, and it was glossy, and it looks good, but you can run your finger along the edge and just feel that sticker, you know?
Yeah, technically. Yeah. That's what this one feels like.
Yeah. Like
on the corners.
Yeah. Whatever that is, it's some sort of like, I forget what it's called. Water's in the title, but it's printed on this thin piece of paper. You put it on, it literally floats on top of water.
Yeah.
And then you put whatever you're putting it on into it, and it just. Yeah. And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen people do it, and it looks awesome, but they've always got that corner issue that just bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, as much as I like this thing, it's just one of those where, like, I like it, but I'm also disappointed at the same time, you know? But, you know, whatever studio ends up doing, like a new Steelbook or 4K of it or something, hopefully they can be a little bit artsy like these ones.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm actually following the guy who helps create MVD slipcovers for MVD on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Instagram, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he ever gave me a follow back, but yeah.
Did anybody pick up Deep Impact last week? 4K?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I missed that one.
I wasn't really blown away with the transfer, but I mean, it was cool having it on 4K. I guess.
It looks better on 4K for sure, but it's not like a jump right out, like holy shit, kind of thing. But it's definitely better than the Blu-ray that you got before.
Did you guys see those trash steelbooks we got for Star Wars?
Oh yeah,
I've seen them, but I already have all that on 4K. That big 4K.
I was about to
set,
say,
so
I have the Skywalker Saga.
I got these for a buddy in the UK. I've been buying him up some stuff that they don't get there. This
like
is
Disney.
This is stupid. They even ruined the spine. You probably can't see it. There's little bitty 100s all on the spine.
Okay.
And like, why would you do this? I mean,
that's just a money grab.
That's just the laziest shit I've ever
I would
seen.
never do that. I would never do that.
Now I would have bought them if they were like exclusive steelbooks that were the 4K like original cuts of the movie without the special features.
You put those
original.
In I don't care what they look like, but But I mean, like the Disney thing is lightly embossed, and there's a light embossing frame. This is just printed.
Really?
Well, question, Jody, are you a part of the Disney Movie Club or no?
No. I think I was a long time ago, but I got out of it for whatever reason.
Huh. Maybe you weren't buying as much as you thought you were? Like you maybe thought you were going to use it to collect and then just kind of realized you weren't using it?
Maybe. And there's only been like a handful since I've been out that I was like, oh, I'd like to get that. And I just find somebody that's on it and they get it for me. So.
Well, because I do want to build up my Disney collection in itself because I do like Disney movies because it's not like I don't enjoy them. Like I have Pollyanna, I have Return to Oz, I have Flight of the Navigator. I want to get Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen because that's on Blu-ray through the movie club.
I wanted to get Black Hole. That's the one that
I missed.
Yeah, that's one that I missed. That I think I was trying to get somebody to get it for me, but I think it fell through.
I can get it for you.
Is it still available?
It's still there.
Okay, I don't think. Did I get? Hang on, let me check my thing.
Okay.
I remember talking to somebody about it.
I have trouble supporting Disney anymore with all the kind of stuff they do, but.
That's
the only reason I would like to have some of those classics, kind of like Black Hole and stuff like that.
Oh.
But that's it. I'd like to have like those classic movies and
like Swiss Family Robinson. I like that.
Yeah. I still don't have Black Hole.
Now I did get a copy of Old Yeller several years ago when it came out, but I ordered it through. I don't remember how I got it. I ordered it through eBay or something and got it, but it was.
Certain ones you can't still.
Yeah. They should have just
go ahead.
They should just have an open store where you can buy that stuff or you can become a member and get, discounted rate, but just have an open store for anybody who doesn't want to become a member,
That's true.
They're so weird about that stuff. They're really weird about physical media.
Well, we've got a Disney store in one of our malls. It'd be cool just to have a little physical media corner. Where you could get that exclusive stuff there.
Yes. Yeah, because I actually did work for Disney Store for like one holiday evening shift, and that was it. It was an overnight like Black Friday thing. So
did you give out any of the birthday pins? I was so excited when I found out they did that.
Luckily, I don't think we had that then. At least at that time when I was there.
If you go in there and tell them it's your birthday, they pull out this book of pins and you get to take one, and
it was fun working there. I'm not gonna lie, like even if you honestly it just felt fun. It really did, because it was everything you enjoyed, in general, that you like seeing, and you get to mess with the stuff. You get to either play with it, put it away, organize it, sell it, whatever, and it was fun, but where I live they don't have the Disney store, so
boo.
Did you guys ever? Well, it came out last week, but did you pick up or have you seen Champions?
No.
The
which one is it?
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson.
He's the basketball coach for the special needs kids.
Yeah. I just saw the trailer for that. It already came out.
Yeah, I just saw the trailer too.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater back in the wintertime, and then it came out yesterday.
Oh shit!
It's a really good movie. You should check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good.
Nice.
Movie. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was thinking out loud. I was like, what did I pick up recently, you know? I know Deep Impact is one of them.
Yeah, it's a Bobby Fairley movie. Yeah, it was the Fairley brothers. You remember?
Yeah.
It's just one of the Fairley brothers made it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's just
I
a
know I
good
got
kind of a good-hearted movie. Caitlin Olsen's in it from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Cheech Marin's in it, and Ernie Hudson's in it. It's got a pretty good cast. I know I'm forgetting some other people. Mike Smith's in it. I don't know if you're familiar with Trailer Park Boys, but
Oh yeah.
he plays Bubbles in Trailer Park Boys, but he's got a little bit part where he plays Woody Harrelson's lawyer at the very beginning of the movie. He's kind of funny.
Well,
Do you watch Trailer Park Boys, Charlie?
no,
Ever
I
watch
haven't, but I
Okay.
know what it is.
Okay.
Charlie, was it you that I was trying to get a hold of a 4K Bloodsport media
Yes.
book? They announced I think it's a European only too, but they're doing a steelbook too.
Yeah, I saw that through Disc Father.
Oh, did he put it up?
He did. He posted it, but he posted the original artwork just to kind of announce it's coming.
I think. Oh, what did I see? I think it's kind of reminiscent of the black cover from what I saw is the steelbook. But I think it's European only. I don't think we're getting it.
It looked like it had the German sticker on it, honestly.
And we're getting a 40th. I don't know what yet, but we're getting a 40th for Scarface.
I know I saw that too. That was one crazy picture.
I'm hoping we get something cool for it. I hope we get some like new special features. That'd be cool.
The Serpico 4K was really good. So.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious about that one because I don't have that, and I like Al Pacino.
Yeah, it looked really good.
I hope they do Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like one of my favorite Al Pacino / Keanu Reeves movies. One of the movies I got was The Woman King.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are really familiar with that one. And then got the King Kong 1976 4K.
Oh, there you go.
Got that one. And then this is from Whatnot. I'm going to make that clear. Zookeeper.
Oh, come on.
Kevin James. And then The Wiz. You know, Richard Pryor, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross.
No shit.
I got that. And then I got The Wizard.
Nice.
But I got lucky. This guy was selling this for like $20, and it was with the slipcover because I know it's hard to get it with the slipcover now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I got lucky.
I pre-ordered that one as soon as they put it up live. I love that movie.
I hope they give that a 4K because,
Yeah.
I mean, Blu-ray looks good. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. And then I also got Dragonheart, and I got the custom slipcover for it from that guy that I told you about.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he made some more for me, actually. So, and then Friday, because I had to get it.
Yep.
And then I got next Friday, of course, to complete that part. They just need to put the third one out on Blu-ray now.
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's the one I haven't seen. It's supposed to be the better of the sequels. So.
Oh, it's Friday after next is what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then got this one right here, double feature of High School High and Mo Money.
Yeah, I think I have
Mo Money.
I think I have that one. That double.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. And then just because for some odd reason I saw Heath Ledger.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to get a custom still made of that one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It has a. It's not a steel book. It's a future pack, but the cover on it is fucking amazing. It's beautiful, but I cannot find it.
Damn.
The handful of times I've seen it, people are asking stupid money for it. So.
Oh really? Damn.
I got this Turbine, which is a German label. They put out 3 or 4 media book editions for Naked Lunch, but this was the store exclusive. It's still wrapped in plastic, so it's hard to see.
Oh wow.
But I had to pick this one up because this was like you could only get it on their website thing.
Yeah. Well,
I
the
think
last one.
Arrow's also doing this one, but
Oh, it's funny you mention Arrow because the last thing in my hand is actually what you helped me get.
which one? Yes.
Yes. Now
Isn't that a
I'm
beautiful
gonna.
edition? I love that edition.
But now here's the thing. It's definitely, and I mean definitely, grain crazy.
Is it?
No shit.
Ah, damn it.
Like it's grain heavy. And I don't know if that was meant to be like that or what, but it definitely lacks.
Somebody write him a letter. He'd probably jump all over it. Yeah, I had to get both of those editions they put out for that. The one with the still, the one without a still, because they both had amazing artwork on them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just moving the stuff back. Now, Jody, how often do you get Vinegar Syndrome stuff, though?
Not often. I've only got a handful of their titles, honestly.
Like, how many total would you say?
I thought I had them all together.
I have 4.
I got this set here recently. This is
That's probably about how many I got, honestly.
There's a Super Cop, Jackie Chan.
Oh, yeah, I saw the advertisement for that.
You can't see much after you take the. Actually, I have the J card sitting here, so I can kind of put it up. But it
nice.
But it
yeah,
it's got a lot of Chinese writing on it.
Of course.
But I mean, it's like all around. You can barely see the Super Cop. Super Cop.
Oh yeah. Are you guys excited for the Bruce Lee set?
Yes. That looks awesome.
But, well, not really, because I already own it on board. I have the Criterion, and it's. I mean,
but this one's an actual 4K collection, though. It's not like the Criterion where it's just standard Blu-ray 4K kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because they look pretty good. I didn't pre-order it, and I'm not really too interested because I've got like 3 different sets of, I don't know how much better it can really get, to be perfectly honest with you. And
you never know.
I guess I should want the ultimate version of it, but I don't think I don't know. I don't think I'm going to order. I'll think about it, but I don't think I'm going to order it though.
Yeah, apparently, Enter the Dragon's supposed to be a part of that Warner Brothers 100th anniversary collection set.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I'm still waiting for the color fucking purple.
And it better come with that on the cover.
I've got a lot more stuff. I just hadn't nothing that interesting.
Oh, come on. We're collectors. You share.
Just I got like a couple more Jackie Chan movies. I'll have to go pick some stuff out. I should have done it beforehand, and I just didn't do it. And
I didn't even do it beforehand. I just now grabbed them. Remember, this is our downtime.
Yeah. We've already done all the hard work tonight.
Yeah, and that was only an hour.
Yeah. That sounds about right. That's
the
kind of job. That's the kind of job I need right there.
I know. 1 hour job. You're like, hey, I worked an hour. I should get all the benefits. It's like, did you work your ass off in that hour? Yes, I did.
Yes, sir.
Trying to think if there is anything else new that I could actually hear. Like, do you have the Sidekicks Vinegar Syndrome?
Yes, I did get that. I got that. I got their Drop Dead Fred.
Oh. Is that a pack one though? Drop Dead Fred?
It's not. No, it's just got a really cool slipcover on it.
Oh, okay. So it's a single.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got their shit. What was it? Their Beastmaster. I got that one.
I have Beastmaster and I have Roadhouse.
See, I still haven't picked up Roadhouse. I need to.
Oh, you'll love the transfer on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of their better transfers they've done.
Oh, there are. Yeah, there is a handful over there. I can't tell what they are though.
And I need to correct myself because I said I had 4. I only have 3.
So I've got 7.
7 total. Damn.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you get the Showgirls?
No.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, thanks for
Who was
reminding me.
on a stream with? The freaking Ken, I think. Ken loves that movie.
What was that, John?
I think I pre-ordered that. I was trying to think what I pre-ordered from Kino, or not Kino, but from
Vinegar.
Vinegar Syndrome. That's what I pre-ordered from them. Is the
Showgirls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, other than like her being a stripper and all that kind of stuff, it is a good story. It is a good movie.
Not bad. I picked that up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I finally got that too. I missed that on release day. I ordered it. I got that.
Yeah. I the reason it's still in the plastics because I bought both. I bought the regular version too.
Oh yeah.
What was the name of that movie again?
Rebel Without a Cause.
Rebel Without a Cause. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get
And then there was Cool Hand Luke. What was that?
Cool Hand Luke. I didn't get Cool Hand Luke. I have it on Blu-ray, and I just didn't buy it for some reason.
I got the steelbooks. I thought it looked beautiful.
Oh yeah, they definitely look nicer. That's for sure. Sometimes though, I've noticed there are some. Oh, nice.
Duck Rogers.
Yes,
that's cool. But like where slipcovers look better than the steelbook sometimes.
This was
You
another
shut your
Jackie
mouth.
Chan movie. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Oh yeah.
Jackie
Oh,
Chan.
that's funny.
Another
Yeah, there's
Jackie
still a lot of
Chan,
movies I still want to get on 4K that are not out yet.
Heart of Dragon. Another Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
They've been releasing a lot of Jackie Chan here lately.
they have been actually.
We're getting
Now,
hyped up for the next Rush Hour.
This movie isn't a recent release, but this is a really good movie. This is a Charles Bronson movie called Ken Gente.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
And this
kind of
guy's getting a 4K.
he better.
it's a really Ken Gente. It's a good movie, but it's almost made in like that kind of 80s B movie kind of way, like
Right.
kind of made for like HBO. So the story's good, but it's just kind of off. You know, the production value is kind of, you know, the cop car they drive around in is like kind of the missing hubcaps and stuff. You know, it's kind of generic look. It's kind of fun.
Would you guys want to see this in 4K?
Yeah, I mean,
Why does it need 4K? I say that about a lot of 4K. They put out
no,
some
I mean
4Ks. Why did that?
it's a funny movie, but I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
I was about to say there's certain movies to me that don't necessarily need the physical 4K, and then there are some that are just fine as that like higher quality Blu-ray, of course, but
Yeah.
doesn't need the 4K. Like that one, I would say doesn't necessarily need it. Or what's another one that doesn't need it? Explorers actually looks pretty good for its Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that actually looks good. But would it look even better as like a 4K? Probably, actually. That one might have some potential.
If they do it right, there's a lot of good dark scenes in there that would be good.
Oh yeah. Or like even Legend, you know, with Tom Cruise. Like that would look amazing if done right. Like Dolby Vision HDR, not too grainy or whatever, but yeah.
When's Dick Tracy going to happen? There's my question.
Yes, Dick Tracy. That's another one. That one I want. That one would be a perfect 4K.
It'd be awesome.
Like perfect.
Isn't that Warner Brothers? I'm surprised. That's Warner Brothers, isn't it?
I thought it was Fox, honestly.
Is it?
I could be wrong though. If you can find it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Hang on, I had a slipcover made for it, so I got to get out the steelbook. Come out.
That's what she
I was
said.
thinking. Oh, it was Touchstone.
Oh, Touchstone. And Touchstone, I think, was a part of Fox. So, yeah,
What?
they're a part of the Disney category now.
Well, come on, Disney. What the shit?
But see, Bob Iger, I think that's the one, right? That's the... Now he's back to being, like, president of the freaking company again or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard he wants to actually put physical media back out there as a market again.
That'd be nice, Bob.
They got to make money somehow. They're not
Right?
making it on their
They do.
movies.
Because a lot of people have dropped Disney Plus because of certain things, you know, like not having certain movies. Because it's like, well, if you're Disney Plus, why don't you have everything up? Like, say, Susie Q. I like that one.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see that Disney Plus got a hold of Spider-Man movies. Did you see that?
I saw that.
I was like, oh, they struck a deal with Sony. That's nice. I have to show this off. But I had this custom slip made for my Dick Tracy Steelbook a long time ago. And the one thing I did not ask her to do, but she did it anyway, is she put the little Dick Tracy logo inside. You see that?
Oh,
it's
nice.
adorable.
That's cool.
I got this in here and I was like, what is that?
Who made that?
These are made by that.
The girl.
Yeah, the custom. God, what's her name? Custom. I just call her the slip chick. It's the custom steel slip chick or something like that. I mean, chick is in her name, so I'm not looking down on her or anything. But I freaking love her work, man.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a hold of her.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's still doing it or not. But
what movie are you hoping to get a new custom steel for?
I don't know, man. I think I told you I wouldn't mind doing a combo for the two Weekend at Bernie's movies.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I wouldn't mind doing that, and maybe the same thing for the two mannequin movies. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I'm almost just thinking, instead of trying to find, like, kind of do what they did with that Superman 2, just do the front be the one movie and the back be the second movie, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
And just be. I was trying to think of like a cool artwork to come up with to combine the two movies, but
yeah,
I'm at the point now. I'm thinking, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it.
Is that how they make steelbooks though? That water like adhesive thing is like from Best Buy and all them. Do they do that same thing?
No, there's this printed. There's this metal printed.
Okay.
Which is close to what my guy does, but the way he doesn't print on them like legitimate steelbooks are, but he does print his on there. So that's why his look as good as they do. The only thing about my guy that I wish he would work on are the spines.
Okay.
Because he just comes up with a new spine and overlays it when I know that there's a way where you can peel off that plastic and put in a new one and then put that plastic back on. I've seen people. I've done that before with one that got fucked up. But he just overlays it, and you wouldn't even really know that it's happening. But I put all of mine in full protectors from Alco, so when you go to slide them in there, they're a little bit tighter because there's that little bit more.
Yeah, snug, a little bit of snug.
Other than that, I mean, the way he does, the spot gloss stuff that he does is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
nice.
I did have to get a new 4K player though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I've had my LG TV, like both my 4Ks, my OLED and my regular 4K have been fine, but like their 4K players, like, at least I don't even know if they make a high-end 4K player. Maybe they do, but the ones I have, one of them I paid $150, and I think one of them I paid $200, but they're basically the same model. The $150 was on sale, and they both had all kinds of problems. Like the one of them would, after you turned it off, it would just randomly turn itself back on for no reason, and it finally stopped doing that. And then the one I have in here on my main TV, which was the newer of the two, just started it would just glitch out. It, like when it would be playing, it would just kick off and then kick back. It would kick on and off. Like the whole power bit would just kick the picture off and then it would come back up, and it would just do intermittently all the way through a movie.
Oh,
so
wow.
It got really annoying. So I was like, screw this. So I just bit the bullet and bought a Sony X800.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's nice too. It's like heavy. Like it's like you pick it up, it's like a heavy frame, like the carriage, the frame, the carriage it's built in is like really heavy duty.
I've just been using my wife's PS5. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Well, that's probably basically the same 4K player. So
Probably.
Yeah. It's the same, probably the same technology that's in both of them.
Yeah.
I think the next, eventually, when I buy a new TV, which will hopefully be a while, hopefully I don't have any problems out of mine, but it's going to be a Sony. I'm going to buy a Sony OLED.
I've been hearing good things.
Yeah.
Which one?
I said if I eventually buy a new TV, I want to get a Sony OLED.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
There's nothing wrong with my LG. It's a great TV. That's like,
yeah.
Hopefully it lasts a couple more years before I had to get in the market for a new TV.
The model I was liking from Sony was a Bravia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's an OLED.
That's always been their top tier.
Yeah, like way back in the day when when Blu-rays first came out, when they first started putting out 1080 LCDs, like I had this like it wasn't cheap, but I just had like a 42-inch Philips
Yeah.
plasma. It was
Yeah.
just a 720, that's what I could afford at the moment. But later on, I moved into an apartment, and my next door neighbor it was a pretty good. It was probably like a 65-inch or something at the time. It was a big TV, but it was like a Sony Bravia. It wasn't a complete flat. It was a widescreen LCD, but it kind of had a larger back on it, like they did for a while. But it had the best it had the best picture I'd ever, at that time period. It had an amazing picture for being the first like 1080 TVs. And Sony just puts out, they lost their market share there for a while because of LG and Samsung, but I think they're starting to build it back now because they just make a good product.
Yeah, because the TV I have, I think, is when 4Ks were still kind of new to the market in a sense. I have an LG Hisense.
Yeah.
So mine's a 55-inch, and I would say it's pretty standard, for 4K. It does have like HDR, but it doesn't have like HDR10 or Dolby Vision on it.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking. It's now the bedroom TV, but it was the main TV for a while. But it was the last year that Samsung did plasma. I fucking love plasma. They have got the best darks, and I've had to replace the HDMI inputs twice. So I told my wife the next time it happens, okay, fine, I'll get another TV. But I gotta hang on to that TV as long as I can because it's got such a good picture on it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Did you guys ever take advantage of the 50 cents movies from Dollar Tree?
I heard a lot of people were doing it, but I never made it over to mine.
No.
So
did you blow it up?
This is a part of it. I did it. So I have this one right here called I Am Woman, and this one right here called Nuclear. Seems interesting. Yeah, it does. I read the synopsis, and it sounds pretty good.
I like the cover.
Yeah.
And then we've got Dark Was the Night. Don't really know it, but it sounded interesting. And then this one has Meryl Streep in it, Hugh Grant, called Florence Foster Jenkins, if anybody knows it. But
I just know it because I think she was probably nominated for some Academy Awards for it. I haven't actually seen that movie, but I might be incorrect. No, never mind. I'm thinking about Julia Childs. She played like Julia Childs.
Oh, that one's like Julia and Julia or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I also got Boyhood. I've heard good things about this.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good movie.
50 cents.
It's got a good Mondo steelbook too, if you ever get a hold of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I heard that it either is getting a 4K or has a 4K Boyhood.
It probably will.
It probably will. Sure I don't think it's out yet. I don't think it's happened yet.
Probably be a Criterion more than likely. I think it got a Criterion
I could see that.
release a couple of years ago. I can't remember. Yeah.
And then got this one right here with Al Pacino called Danny Collins. It's like a true story of the guy. And then Ken from Mid-Level Media said that this was an awesome movie, The Art of Self-Defense.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it. I was just like, I know that actor. I'll check it out. And then the last one is called Ghost Team 1. And this just looks like your standard slapstick, stupid type of, just fun.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones.
Oh yeah.
Guys, we've
Gentlemen.
hit 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yep. But
Well,
Time flies when you're cooking fries.
that's right. This was fun.
of course,
Really great
I'm
get.
glad
Great.
I'm glad we
get.
got to have
We
her
really
on.
appreciate
Yep.
appreciate your hard work on getting her on here. That was
Oh
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
And if our winner hits you up first, send her my way.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
I will get her winning steelbook out probably this coming weekend because I'm going to the post office this coming weekend.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
Yeah, I'll definitely let her know.
So John, what you got cooking? You got anything cooking on YouTube or anything you want to tell people about before we go?
No, not
Nothing.
really.
All right, cool.
I've got a new video I shot. I just haven't put it out. I'm kind of thinking about. I have no interest in TikTok, but I'm thinking about starting to do just YouTube shorts and just do everything. Like do like
Yeah.
one movie at a time. Like do a 2 or
Oh,
3
yeah.
minute review of movies and just put out a bunch of those a week. You know, record them
There you
all
go.
at the same time and then just
Yeah. It's picking
Yeah,
up steam.
yeah.
Charlie,
Yeah.
what about you? What you got happening?
Well, I mean, I'm getting a little bit active again on my TikTok. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was always active. It's just sometimes I would have spurts where I haven't done anything for like a few days kind of thing. But I've been getting back into the whole, like, if you happen to be a fan of this movie, give a like and a follow, those
Yeah.
types of videos. And I've been doing the voice filter on the last few of them. Where it's like, if you happen to be a like, yeah. So
I'll get people's attention.
Yep.
I'm doing my best. I've got the monthly editions dropping every month so far. I haven't missed one yet, so that's pretty shocking. But
family
I've
movie
got a
night.
lot. It needs to happen. You know what? It's going to happen because starting this summer, we're going to have all the kids on the same week.
Oh, there you
week
go.
on, week off thing. So I have a feeling I'm going to be filming a lot of those this summer. So we're going to get some more family movie nights going up.
Oh, there you go.
But I've got a stack of other videos. I'm going to do a deep dive on the Mondo, or not Mondo, but Mantalab, Justice League, Zack Snyder Mother Boxes. I got all 3 of those.
Nice.
I've got the HD Zeta Lord of the Rings releases I'm going to do a deep dive on.
Nice.
I got some ideas. It's just a matter of filming them.
Yeah. No, I
don't remember
can
last.
relate.
I know. It's awful. And I don't remember last time I opened up TikTok.
The problem is you work a job. Like the problem is I don't. Like when you get into them, when you get into the editing and everything, it's a job now.
It's a job. But I love it. I love doing the editing part.
I don't like. Well, I like editing. I love editing, but it's still all of it. But when you start doing it a lot, it becomes like a full-time job almost. Like,
I know.
I can understand why some of the bigger YouTubers, after a while, after they have enough money to hire people to do the editing and stuff for them, I can understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my video. Take care of it. It'd be nice.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, we'll see if this turns into a. Hopefully soon. This will be a weekly. Bare minimum. We'll try to keep it a bi-weekly show for sure. And we'll start working on our next guest and announce that soon. So please follow us on Instagram at Cult of Collectors. Follow each of us on Instagram. You see our signs here. And gentlemen, this was fun. This was good seeing y'all again. It's been a bit. And we will be back within a week, if not 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for the announcements of those shows. But thanks, guys.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next time.
Take care.
See y'all. Good night.